Hi, this is Eugenia Mitchell, host of At Home with the Mitchells. Thanks for listening to the following podcast on Public House Media.
How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. Annie Dillard. Hello, welcome to Choose to Rise. I'm so grateful that you're here today because today we're going to be talking about how to make the most out of every single day. And when you spend your days, how you spend your days is how you spend your life. And I want you to be able to spend your life living the life that you were designed for, rising up out of your current situation to live your absolute best life while you have the time here. And so when we get rocking and rolling here, sometimes we get so caught up in being busy, right? The busyness of life just overwhelms us and everything kind of starts to form into a big blur. Well, we've kind of slowed down a little bit, right? With this whole COVID thing. But we wake up, we go to work, typically speaking, we wake up, we go to work, we come home, we go to sleep just to wake up and do the same thing all over again. And, I've lived that life. I've lived the rush, the go, the serving other people, the wake up to the time I fall asleep, constantly worrying about what other people's expectations are of me. And I just love this quote, it really kind of sums up this time in my life where how we spend our day is, of course, how we spend our life. And when you really think about what you want your life to be like, how valuable of a gift time is and what you want your time to be spent on, it's really eye-opening to know where you want to be. So for me, before I started full-time coaching, before I started taking care of myself and being on my self-care journey, I always thought that mental wellness was just a thing that other people did. And physical wellness was just something people did that had time for it. But when I found myself living for the weekends, when I found myself not fulfilled at work, when I found myself burned out beyond measure and not having time to play with my kids, not feeling like I had enough energy to play with them, being short with the people that I loved most and giving all of my time and energy and effort to the people outside of my home and not to the people that were under my roof, I just knew that something had to change. I needed to make a change. I was the only person that was in control of that. So I determined to make the next few years of my life a year of growth. I wanted to make time for my physical wellness. I wanted to make time and put effort into my mental wellness because I control me and you control you. And when you can take care of yourself, you can take care of others better. When you can take care of yourself, you're going to be happier, you're going to be healthier, you're going to serve more, be able to do more things. And so I have a few things, 2 tips and strategies that have been working for me, that are proven to work for me, and I want to share them with you as well. So there's 12 of them today. So the first one is waking up early. And I know I did not like waking up early either. I am naturally a night owl. Okay. But a quiet, peaceful morning, that sounds so amazing. I love sleeping in too, but as much as the next person, but there's just amazing things that happen in the quiet of the morning. Now my alarm goes off at 5 and I lay there and think about my gratitude and I do my affirmations and I get up in the morning and I am my most productive person when I get up before the rest of the house. Waking up early gives me freedom to start my day on the right foot without feeling stressed or rushed. It allows me to create a morning routine that makes me excited about the day. It makes me excited to get out of bed in the morning. It gives me my time to fill my cup and help me be my best so that I can go out and serve others better. I start my morning with a good podcast, with my go-go juice, with my scripture, with my journal, pull some affirmation cards. I bring positivity to my morning routine right away in the day because I want my whole day to be positive. So I start my day with positivity. The next one is visualize your day. Sit down and close your eyes and imagine what your day is going to look like if you were to accomplish everything that you set out to do. Like Oprah once said, if you can see it and believe it, it's a lot easier to achieve it, right? So when you are really working on this visualization piece, I have previous podcasts on this, go listen to them on visualization, but really it's about, really being crystal clear on how you're going to spend your time. I time block in my calendar when I'm going to be working on certain things, how much time I'm going to allow myself to get something done. Because if we're honest, we would spend all time on it, right? But when you set a timer and say, I only have 30 minutes, you get so much accomplished in those 30 minutes. So do that for yourself. When you visualize how you want your day to go, see it, feel it, believe it that it's going to happen for you. You're breaking through a lot of mental blocks to be able to do that. And there's going to be lots of inner dialogue happening inside of you. But if you can visualize it, that will help you keep motivated, focus on like what you really want, increase your positive thoughts around it, and reduce your stress. And so to visualize your day, think about what you see around you, the exact moment you accomplish something, so that time break, right? The excitement you feel after accomplishing it, and how you would celebrate, how you would, feel accomplished, and how you would look and feel and do all those things. The third tip I have for you to make the most out of your day and the most out of your life is to plan your meals. And so I always thought that planning meals meant like just kind of knowing what you're going to have. But really planning your meals and prepping your meals often too is a great way for you to make sure that you are staying, you're keeping going in the day, not taking a lot of time away from what other things you need to get accomplished. But you can also make sure that what you're putting into your body is nutritious. Planning your meals will not only save you the trouble of having to think about it as the day goes on, but it will also keep you on top of your healthy eating goals. After all, you have to eat well to feel well, right? And so I'm a huge fan of meal prep. I'm a huge fan of making sure all the things are ready to go. I usually do all my meal prepping on either Saturday or Sunday, or kind of as the week goes on, I'll kind of batch things. So right now I'm doing a nutrition reset, and I'm having this really big, amazing salad every day for lunch. And so I prep them up. When I make one, I make 4, and I put them in jars, and I put them in my fridge. So in the afternoon, when it's time for lunch, I can just grab that jar, dump it in a bowl, add a few other things that I need to add, and away I'm off and running, right? When I know what I'm going to have, it takes so much stress, thinking, and time away from it. When you are having to always think about what's going to be for dinner, and we're always trying to think about what's next, you're robbing yourself of brain power to be able to do other things, and 2, just time in general, that you can be more efficient and not be stressed out about things. So having your meals planned out saves you time, stress, and allows you to focus your energy on the most important things of your day. Food is important, but it doesn't have to be the most important thing in your day. If you need help with that, by the way, side note, you can definitely reach out and work with me. I work with women all over the United States and Canada and the UK and France here very soon, on their fitness, on their nutrition, with simple, effective meal plans and fitness programs that work. So about the next thing. Number 4, find the good in everything. Yes, you can find the good in everything. In the moment, it's probably harder sometimes to think of the positive thing, but when you take some time to reflect on things, you can really always find something good. There is always a silver lining. So our minds tend to naturally create negative and disempowering meanings to what's happening in our world. Our circumstances are not something we can always control, but we can always control how we respond to things. One way to reject the thought process and find positive in every situation is to ask yourself, what good could potentially come from this? Or what can I learn from this situation? If you get a flat tire on the way to work, think about the good that could possibly come out of it. Maybe you avoided an accident. Maybe you were saved from having to deal with your boss right away in the morning. Or maybe you were supposed to be in a certain place to have somebody else's puzzle pieces fall into place as well. You can get into an argument with your loved one, or you can see a disagreement as a chance to reconcile and create a deeper connection, strengthen your relationship, and really come to terms with who you are as individuals, rather than getting things pushed apart and being apart. So instead of feeling like you can't catch a break, start seeing the negative events as opportunities for you to get closer to where you actually want to be. It's a much better mindset, and it's a whole lot more fun to live in the world of possibilities than it is to be in a world of the negatives. One of the other things that we talked about on a recent team call together was the opportunity of waiting versus anticipating. And when we are in a waiting place, it's kind of that anxious, nervous, uneasy feelings. Or if you're in an opportunity of anticipating, you're going to feel like you have more opportunity, that it's going to happen for you. So it's all about mindset. It's all about flipping the switch and seeing things in a different perspective. Number 5, do things you love. What makes you feel alive? What makes you giddy inside when you talk about it? Is it cooking? Is it crafting? Is it fitness? Is it baking? Is it reading? Is it writing, photography, music, travel? Is it your family? What are the things that make you feel the most alive? Nurture those hobbies and those dreams that light you up, because those are the things, those are the skills and abilities and the gifts that God's given you that He wants you to live out your absolute best life with. How can you serve other people with those gifts and abilities? How can you put more of those gifts and abilities into your day that you just feel happy and in flow in? Those are the things that are going to help make sure that you are living your purpose, living the life that God created you for, and make you feel most alive in the day. Number 6, make time to rest and recharge. I know it's super easy to get carried away with the hustle and bustle of life, and that happens to me too. But when I plug in certain times in my day to slow down and rest my body, when I take time and make an effort to make sure I'm getting a solid 7 hours of sleep at night, and making sure that I can unwind at night and get a good night's sleep by not having my phone near my bed before I go to bed, or making sure I'm going to sleep at the same time every day, or making sure that I'm waking up feeling refreshed. Not only am I getting enough sleep, because that's super important to my self-care, but it's also going to recharge my body and take away the pressure from my to-do list, because one day at a time, right? Make time for something that helps you de-stress. Go for a quick walk, take a bath, do some yoga, read a good book, connect with a good friend. Maybe you're journaling. Doing something as simple pleasures like that will help remind you of the importance of slowing down and really appreciating your every single moment. Number 7, this one is one of my favorites, and one of them that I talked about all the time here in Choose to Rise is practice gratitude. An attitude of gratitude will take you so far. It's often how often you think about what you're most grateful for. How often do you think about those things? If your answer is not enough, then you just got to start, right? If it wasn't until recently or this last couple of years when I discovered the power of gratitude, when I can really focus on being grateful when I start my day, being grateful throughout the day, and being grateful even when there's tough times, it helps me have a much better health benefits. It helps you have those things. It helps rewire your brain into a more positive state of mind. And when you're in a positive state of mind, you get more things out of life. Instead of focusing on all the negative things that have been happening throughout the day, you start to make a conscious effort to be thankful for the big and small things in between. Abraham Hicks, as a spiritual teacher, and one said, the more you focus on the good gets better. And you can really do so much more in your life, more joy, more happiness, more productive things in your life when you are working out of space of gratitude. So get there. Number 8, set daily tasks. Now, I've already kind of talked about this a little bit. And so set those time blocks for your day. Set the daily task. I'm a huge agenda girl. So the night before, I will sit down and write things out, or right away in the morning, I'll plot out what my day is going to look like. And I set a very specific time frame for the things that I want to do. I find myself sometimes being done with all my to-do lists by the time lunchtime comes, because I've been so focused on the things I need to do. So whether you write them down, or maybe you make a list of the top 3 things, and eat that frog first and get those things done, and then have time and energy for the things that are just going to show up in your day, that's fine too. But make sure you stay focused and set daily tasks that you know you will accomplish in the day, and then the rest of it seems amazing. Number 9, be present. Wherever you are, be there. How nice would it be to have dinner without the TV blaring in the background, to simply listen to your loved ones talking about their day and enjoy each other's presence? Yes, it can happen. You just have to make it happen. Being present creates an awareness and allows you to really pay attention and appreciate what's happening around you. My friend Trina and my mentor Trina will always say, be where you are. Shut off the other things. Turn off the notifications. Put the phones away. Turn off the TV. Get away from all the other stuff and just be where you are. We live in a world that is constantly connected, where there's distractions everywhere and demands on our attention every second of every day. But instead of being glued to the TV or the phone or the iPad or whatever, get your family together, put away all the distractions, and just listen to each other. Being present allows you to take in and enjoy the moments with the people that matter to you most. Number 10, get daily movement. Now, you know, I am a huge proponent of exercising regularly. And in fact, it's one of the things that happy people do, right? You just heard me talk about that on a recent podcast. Happy people report to exercise regularly. They're calmer, they're better equipped to handle when things throw them curveballs, and finding time to exercise and something that you love, even committing to just 20 minutes of your day. Remember, 20 minutes is just 2% of your day. So you can do things anywhere. You can find a gym. You can find a class. If you don't like to do those things, you can get some simple at-home workouts from me, or you can just do some things on your own. See the world as your gym. It can be as simple as walking, dancing, swimming, yoga, biking, pushing play on a home workout like I do. Exercise releases happy endorphins and boosts your mood and helps you be your absolute best and maximize your days as you go forward. So why not move? Number 11, let go of the negativity. It is always my goal to strengthen my mindset. These 6 inches between my ears are the ones that I want to strengthen the most. Whether it's, I want to change those 6 inches more than any inches on my body. I want to strengthen my mindset and let go of the negativity, because those are the things that are going to hold me down. Those are the things that are going to hold me stuck in places when I get into a storm. And so instead of moaning and getting all sad and worried about certain things, I'm going to try to celebrate the fact that I have clean water. I have unlimited electricity. I have a service provider who's kind enough to provide these services for me every month when I get a bill. Or if it's, it may sound small and silly thing now, but as we approach things like this, it helps us have a better outlook on life and makes the most out of every single day. I don't want to think about anything in a negative light. I want to turn it all around and think about it as a positive. When something happens or something is negative, I always look for the silver lining. Get rid of the negative thoughts and spin it to being the positive. Choosing to surround yourself with positivity over negativity allows you to protect your energy and take control of your mindset. And the last one I have for you is something super simple that you can do for free, no matter where you are and always. It's to spread kindness. Do things for others that make you happy. It makes you feel strong. It gives you a purpose. It helps you do things for other people and makes other people happy too. Smile at strangers. Thank the cashier. Be willing to help. Hold a door for someone. Be kind. Volunteer your time someplace. Maybe your coworkers need a hand with the birthday decorations, or maybe an elderly woman down the street needs help with her groceries, or maybe you can mow someone's lawn or just send a kind word to someone else. Send a smile, send a joyous gift, whatever it might be. Do something nice for someone without expecting something in return. It will fill your cup beyond belief and will make their day better too. The more you focus on spreading kindness wherever any opportunity arises, the more likely you will experience more kindness throughout your day as well. So when life is happening and you feel like there's just so much going on, how am I going to make the most out of my day? You just need to remember that there are so many little things that you can do to make sure that you are maximizing the time that we have here. We aren't sure how much time we have on this earth. We are never guaranteed the next day, the next breath that we take. But if you can maximize the time that you have here by being happier, by being healthier, and helping other people be happier and healthier too with kindness and love, you're going to be taking advantage of every opportunity you have to be the absolute best life. And that, my friend, is choosing to rise. So have a great day, everyone. I hope that you live out your days with purpose and hope and intention, and that you maybe share this with someone else who needs to hear this as well. We're all about growing Choose to Rise and helping serve other people all around the world. So let someone else know about this. Share this on your social media. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. And I'm so grateful that you pushed play today. And I will see you back here again next time.